So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Sun Moon conjunction in the second house. And what happens when Sun and Moon are both conjunct in the second house? Okay. So, if you do not know if you have Sun and Moon in your second house, what sign they're in, what nakshatra they're in, what planet aspects and conjunct, and all the other astrological details, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, consultations, and even link to my school where I teach some of the greatest techniques and secrets of astrology. So, when you have Sun and Moon in the second house, Sun and Moon is a very, very interesting conjunction. It's a conjunction that can either be the cause of light or can be the cause of blindness. Meaning, not literal blindness. Of course, that could be if there's certain other, factors working in. But what I'm saying here is that a person usually, first of all, is blinded with their own ego. Person is blinded to money, to wealth, to status. Meaning that such people may not have the greatest skills to deal with money. Because first of all, you have a saver, Sun, and you have a spender, Moon. Both keep clashing. One says, I want to spend. One says, I want to, get jewelry and gems and food, and I want to feel like a queen. Sun says, I want to save because I need to make sure that when it rains, the kingdom is taken care of. We can survive the rain. So it becomes a bit of a battle there. Although one thing I will say is waning moon will be much more clever about dealing with money versus a waxing moon, which becomes quite innocent about dealing with money. The second thing you have to understand is that both Sun and Moon are authorities. Sun is the king, Moon is the queen. Both have strong authority on the kingdom. Like if queen was to walk in the kingdom, they will respect her exactly the same way as the king. Dare they say anything? I mean, of course, the king you already know you not to say, but with queen, you also know the equal respect. So usually what happens is such people really want fame through being in an authoritative position. Whether it's being a CEO, CFO, whether it's being a government professional, whether it's like being some sort of like an officer in government, or somebody who can just, especially with their speech, can make sure that people realize how important they are. So it creates that. Usually, a person is able to well maintain the relationship with the family, unless, of course, you've got Mars or Saturn impacting this particular placement, or even Rahu or Ketu. When malefics are here, most definitely there will be disputes with the parents, especially related to family assets and family wealth. Now, if there are benefics impacting, let's say Venus and Jupiter in the 8th house, looking at both Sun and Moon, then definitely one attains wealth through the family, attains wealth through the father or mother. Okay? The other thing we also see that this particular person has a strong sexual drive as well, or at least they have the mindset for that drive, because both Sun and Moon aspect the 8th house. So the mind is focused on the 8th house of sexual experiences, hidden experiences, And the ego is set upon that to show how good I am in such things. As much as we see Venus and Mars for sexual energy and sexual passion, Venus and Mars really show, will you get it or not? That's what Venus and Mars show. Will you get anything in your life? And how often will you get it? Where Sun and Moon here will show that one has the appetite. One actually desires for it. One wants that. But will they get it or not? Well, then you have to look at the carcass. And usually this person is very good with dealing with other people's assets, other people's wealth, gaining through other people's wealth. Like, for example, in a political campaign, people will donate to them. They know how to get that donation. But you also have to see if it's a friendly sign, enemy sign. If it's an enemy sign, the person will have to fight to earn their money. If it's in a friendly sign, own sign, the money will come quite easily to them in terms of gaining through family. Otherwise, if it's in an enemy sign, they will have to fight to get their wealth. Okay? And of course, you got to realize in reality, not everybody is a millionaire, billionaire. So it's not like you're going to be fighting for $1 million from your parents. No, it could just be a few $1,000s, but you'll have to present your case or just kind of battle. Usually, I always recommend don't even care about family money and parents' money. If they love you, they're going to give it to you. If they don't, they're not. And why would you want somebody's money if they didn't love you? Okay, fine. Your siblings are taking the money. You just tell them, if you have any love for me, you'll give me what you want. Otherwise, you are happy to keep this money. Never ever fight for family money. Because number one, that's not your money. That is not your money. That is the money of the lineage. And number two, you do not want to spend or use Lakshmi that has been, corrupted with bad omens and bad intentions and feelings. Like, for example, even if you purposefully get legal on your parents, oh, this is my money, I deserve it. No, you don't deserve it. I don't care how much you think you want those crores and millions. You don't deserve it. You didn't earn it. It's your parents earned it. Okay? And specifically, if you go after your family member legally or doing some sort of a shenanigan to get that money will automatically be repaid in next life or the same life. Either somehow you lose it all, or next life you'll have to keep working and give money away without getting that particular money. So remember, it's all a circle. Never ever fight for money. And thankfully I didn't have to, because my father didn't even have anything when he passed away. So anyway, this was just my 2 cents. But if you're new to my channel, subscribe below. If you want to know where your planets are placed and all your astrological details, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.